Welcome back to finish up your brand package. In our logo file, we're just going to delete all of the items that we don't like. We're going to get rid of anything that's not resonating after we've had a chance to walk away and come look again. And then what I've done is copy my heading font, one of my branding fonts that I like. So here I'm just trying some more variations of logos and adding my branding elements to those. So I'm getting rid of the archway because that's no longer resonating, we'll say. And now I'm trying a horizontal version of a logo that's just a very clean and simple name. Myself, Carly EM, Holistic, and tagline, Wellness Practitioner. So I've used my two branding fonts that I like, and we're trying out a variation that just has a heading and a contrasting subheading here. Next thing we're going to do is explore some other font options. So I already like this clean, simple name version of my logo better than the archway. That one was just a way to explore. And now in the text tab, I have decided to just browse some of the fonts that are provided. And if you remember from the font class, I can use a impact font or something a little more creative that's in Canva and export my materials, and that is licensed appropriately. So now I am putting a spin on my logo to try some icon variations. So first things first, I reduced the number of letters and just used my initials. And then I added my favorite shape, which is a circle. So you might search a few different shapes for your icon, and essentially you want to keep in mind that it has to look good, quite zoomed out. So something really simple is the best for your browser icon or favicon. And so here I am just trying different variations of initials, the fern that I like, and seeing how they fit in a circle or a shape of any kind. I have zoomed my shape to fill in the entire 500 by 500 canvas as well. That's just to make sure I'm taking up the maximum space and getting the impact that I want, envisioning that this is something that I want to be easily recognized from a distance. Now that I've settled on an icon and a logo, I'm copying those elements and pasting them into my brand guide document, sorry. And then now I'm actually trying out a light variation of my icon. So I just copied and pasted it exactly and switched the positive and negative, or the light and dark brand colors. So now I have two variations of my icon that I can use on dark backgrounds and light backgrounds. Now I'm fine-tuning that brand package. So I'm adding headings and adding my logo font to the brand guide. That's optional. You don't have to add your logo font to the brand guide, but I find it's handy just in case you ever want to send your materials over to a designer, for example, just to have everything that's in your branding in one place. So now I'm just making space for headings on my brand guide document. So split the page into thirds, and then we're going to add a line element and provide some structure on this page so that it's clear what each section means. The line element can be resized, changed color, and you can change the weight of it if you like as well. So now I have my three sections. I'm going to add a heading for each one, and to stay on brand, I'm using my brand font and colors as well. So this top area is my logo and icon. Shrink down that heading text, copy that, and paste it over to my color area. And then I can rename that my hex colors. And then we have our fonts at the bottom. So now we have a nice, tidy looking brand guide. This can be sent to anyone that collaborates with you if you wish, and it's also just something for you to have handy and front of mind when you're making any new digital products or offerings. So absolutely, this is the foundation of your website, and it can be the foundation of any materials you collaborate with someone on or make yourself. Just to round out the activity, I've decided to add a fern element to my mood board and to change a few of the initial ideas so that they fit in with my finished product. Again, this is optional, but it's all just forms of creative expression. This is ways for you to, practice in Canva and just see your vision evolve. You're expressing your authentic self, and it can be really satisfying to round this out and to finish up your branding experience. So I'm adding that logo font in the logo color, and replace the lotus flower with ferns because those are more on brand. And of course, I could add so much more to my mood board. And of course, it's also okay to continually change. Now I'm going back in and tidying up all my files. So I'm copying that light variation of my icon back into my logo master file, and renaming each of the pages in my logo master file, deleting the logos that didn't make the cut. And you would want to name the actual project name in that blue top menu bar as well. Call it your brand name and logo. So now I have my 3 logo elements, and I'm going to download the package from Canva and make a brand new folder in my brand name materials folder in the computer, and unpack those downloads, move them over, and rename them. But first, I noticed that this logo is not centered well, so I'm going to create a new canvas that is the appropriate size to fit my logo. You've gone this far, may as well fine tune and make sure you get everything in exactly the right form so that you can quickly use it across your website and materials. So 500 pixels by 300 pixels canvas fits this logo well. And then I'm going to copy my brand color and paste it into the background there. Of course, you could also download this with transparency if you have Canva Pro, and that's a very great asset to have. Here's the important part. Rename all your downloads with your brand name or your full professional name, and then a descriptive element. That comes in handy for SEO and also searching your materials on your computer. But always put your brand name on any of your creations for SEO purposes. Then I'm also downloading that brand guide and mood board and calling this folder logo and branding. And then I can add all those materials in one organized place. Turns out that fern is a premium product, so I'm just downloading it with the watermark for now. Here we go. So I have my brand guide and mood board. I'm pretty happy with how those turned out. And then we go ahead and rename them. So brand name first, and then descriptive element, Carly EM Holistic Brand Guide, Carly EM Holistic Mood Board. And just to finish up the day, I'm going to reorganize all my files, make sure that they're easy to find. I don't want to delete my mood board items. I want to keep them for future inspiration and, building upon. So I'm just organizing all my content here. And at the end of the day, I have a beautiful brand package to be proud of and implement online. I hope you enjoyed the process. Thank you so much for being here, and good luck creating.